What's up guys, welcome to the final part of how I turned a $1,500 car into $3K with no experience. In the last video you guys saw that I blew the coolant hose, most likely to the car overheating. In this video I'm going to go back into the garage and try to diagnose the issue. If you guys haven't already watched the first two episodes of this clip, I suggest you do right now to get up to speed, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Now first off, I want to start the video by apologizing. I totally forgot that there were some clips that I missed that I forgot to add in the last video. What I forgot to mention, when I first took out the car for a test drive, first took out the car for a test drive, I drove it around, started driving fine, whatever, check engine light comes on, the car bogs down, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I think I fucked up the car. But in the next clip, I'll explain. Okay, so I fixed the timing down there. So it turns out the pulley was not, wasn't timed correctly, but now you can see you can barely see it, but there's a notch right there that's pointing straight upwards. Right there. And so that means that the crankshaft pulley is at top dead center, so this is perfect. And this also says up here, so the timing is perfect. Before, this was the other way around, like basically almost 180 turns, so that notch was on the bottom, and so it wasn't timed correctly. So we have the camshaft sensor plugged in, and so when I start the car and it doesn't die on me, then that means that it's timed correctly and we're not losing a vacuum. So let's start it up now and see. Now I want to flash back to last video, where the car was dying. I did forget to include some parts, and I found out the reason why the car was dying. It was because last mechanic that worked on the car took away the accessory belt because the AC compressor did not need to be attached to the belt. Now this dumbass mechanic totally took out the belt tensioner as well, so there was no tensioner when I put the alternator back on. I was actually missing the bolts, which I did not notice when I put the engine back together. So let's backtrack to before I blew the coolant hose and me installing the tensioner bolt. So we take the power steering pump off, and then we took obviously the bracket off, and this is the bolt that I was missing. A lot of fucking work, holy shit. Or we're gonna take this too, because on mine I'm missing the cap here, so we got this. So we just finished at the junkyard. I needed this bolt right here to tension the alternator properly, and so hopefully that'll give the battery charge so the car will run properly. This is a fucking bitch to take off, but it's alright. Then we also got these bolts just in case the other ones don't work. And then we got this for the, I believe this is for the AC refrigerant. Mine was just missing a cap, so we got it. And the guy let me go for free, so all this shit was free. So now we're gonna install the tensioner bolt, and hopefully that'll fix the tension on my alternator belt. And then I'm also going to fix this connection here to the alternator, because I think that might be causing problem, but I'm not sure. So hopefully, wish me luck. Okay, so we got the tensioner tensioned up. The belt's nice and stiff. Best I could do. We fix the connection down there. Put this cap on. I'll put that cover on, connect to the battery, and we're going to start it up right now. And honestly, I'm glad I fixed that issue, because it was loud before. And fucking finally, we're back to present times. Okay, so we brought the car back into the shop, or back into the garage. I don't have a shop. I wish I had a shop. Diagnosed the issue. I searched up a bunch of things, and I was still wondering why it was overheating, even though I just replaced the head gasket. Come to find out, my dumbass poured, I forgot to show you guys as well, I poured all the coolant in without letting it burp. Let me try to find a clip of explaining why you should burp. I don't know if that's the right technical term, but let me find a clip of why you should air out your coolant system before you put coolant in.
Alex the car doctor. Quick tip for you good people. It is very crucial after any coolant repair, you must burp the air out of the system. Anytime you open up the cooling system, air will enter the system. And if you don't get that air out properly, your cooling hand will fluctuate, go to hot, bounce back down to cold, or just pretty much overheat in general. As you see here, I have a burping funnel. Very useful tool that I'm using to get the air out the system. Of course, there's many other ways.
Appreciate that, Alex. Thank you for chiming in there. So yeah, that is why you should air out your coolant system. And basically what I did is because there was excess air in the coolant system, the reason it blew off was because there was so much air building up so much pressure, and that heat just blew the whole fucking hose off. So let me cut to the part where I'm burping all the air out of the coolant system. Alright, so we just filled it up with coolant, and then now we're going to start the engine, and we're going to see hopefully some bubbles come out because there's going to be a bunch of air in the system. And then I'm also going to squeeze these hoses too, make sure we get out all the air so we don't run into this issue again, because I hate this issue and I want to finish this car. I've been waiting almost a month, actually more than a month now, to get this car fixed since I got it. So, wish me luck. Oh, we already have bubbles, as you can see. So we got it going right now. The temperature gauge looks okay. Looks like it's climbing, that's good. No lights. That's just the DRL lights. That always comes on when I put on the handbrake. I gotta get that fixed, but that's literally nothing. That just has to do with the lighting system. It sounds a little bit better. I swear it sounds a little bit better. We got an exhaust leak, so I'm breathing in exhaust fumes. We're okay. We got bubbles coming out. This looks amazing. But I low-key do need to get another jug because I'm already like basically out, and I think it's gonna drink the whole fucking bottle. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna leave it because I don't want to be here for too long, because I'll probably die of carbon dioxide poisoning. So I'll check back with you guys in a sec. Now, luckily, after I burped the system, the car was running completely fine. In the next clip, you'll see that I did break one of the exhaust bolts. The one on the left was so rusted out. Originally, I had to take those bolts off to move the exhaust out of the way so I could put in the new head gasket. And because the bolt broke, the car had an exhaust leak making it kind of loud, so that's why I had to make sure I replaced the bolt. So when I was untightening the spring bolts, when I was doing the head gasket, this bolt just snapped the fucking half, and it was so rusted it literally just snapped in half. So I'm gonna try to drill this out because we need to replace this bolt. We're gonna replace both, but I need to replace this bolt. And I got an extractor set with me, so hopefully that'll work. Yeah, wish me luck. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the exhaust spring bolts out. I wasn't able to drill them out, and even with the extractor set, it still did not work, and I broke a couple of tips, and I felt really bad because I borrowed it from a friend. Anyways, next thing we need to do is an oil change because the oil is pretty dirty, so let's get right to that. Alright, so we're just about to do an oil change. I got the oil filter loose, and we're gonna use get the drain plug going. So we got the oil drain. That looks pretty not good. It definitely need an oil change for sure. And now we're just gonna get the oil filter off. Oil is almost done drilling. I got my hand on the filter and unscrew that in a sec. So we got the oil filter off. Only spilled a little bit. This is almost done and we'll be good to go. Here's the new oil filter. We got some oil on the cap there so it doesn't drive out or anything. Yeah. Got a little bit dark on me, but we have the oil right here, 5W20, and we're about to fill it up right now. So we got it all drained, and we got it filled up. There we go. Okay, so I have to apologize again because I did forget to include some clips, but even after doing all of that, the car still overheated. In the next clip, you'll see me replace a couple of parts. And I did some research online, and honestly, guys, YouTube is the best way. Like, you can YouTube anything. I swear to God, you can YouTube, like, how to fix your car, YouTube how to bake, bro, anything. YouTube's the GOAT. And that's why I'm posting videos in here, because YouTube's the fucking GOAT. But, basically, I did some digging, and they said on these generation of Civics, the main problems that can happen, main things that can fail, are the fan switch sensor, which basically at a certain temperature it turns on the fans to get air flowing through the engine bay, and then also the thermostat as well, very common issue. But I did diagnose the car, and I realized that once the car got to temperature, the fans wouldn't turn on, or they would turn on for a second and then turn back off. So that's how I knew that it was a bad fan sensor switch, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we just put the thermostat on. We removed these two bolts here, and right there, and then we're gonna replace the sensor. I might order that because I think that is what's causing the gauge to not move whatsoever, even though the car literally overheated and blew the lower hose. We got a new clamp on too because I didn't charge the old one. This is nice and tight. This is not going anywhere. I already did a pull test. We drained the coolant. Now we're gonna fill it up with coolant. Hopefully we're gonna reuse it. It's okay. I want to save money. I think we'll be okay. I put tape on the bottom of here so it gets a nice suction going, and then we're gonna turn the car on and also get all the air bubbles out. And we're also gonna squeeze these two to make sure we get all the air out, because that's why I think the air in the system was what caused the lower hose to blow. So I'm gonna fill it up right now and wish me luck. So the car is officially fixed. My problem was before is that the fans wouldn't stay on long enough. They turn on for 2 seconds and turn off, so it was the sensor. Now the car runs perfectly fine, no belt spools, no nothing. I'm gonna drive it to work tomorrow. I'm so happy, so proud of myself. The car's fully fixed, no issues. And the car drove great. I was able to take it all the way downtown to work, and it was amazing. I took it on the highway, did high speeds, it was totally fine. The only problem is we still don't have AC, but this car is ready to sell, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just sell it as is. It's not worth it to spend more money to try to get the AC fixed. And while I was at my work, I also asked one of my mechanic friends if he could redo the brakes, and we got some other stuff done to the car as well. So just clean the interior. Now you can see this already looks amazing. This was way worse before. I wiped it down with this stuff called spray 9. So a degreaser and cleaner. It actually looks amazing. Like it makes everything look way better. Oh, you put it like down here. You know that spot. That's it. Can't go right here. It's pretty clean. Over here too, you can see how clean that is. How it's popping. We hit the steering wheel too. So I'm really trying to get these stains out of the carpet seats and even the floor mats too. I'm going to use the spray 9 in combination with my liquid vacuum. Then we're also going to get this out too, and obviously the back. Ooh, the back is probably some of the worst. That was me though, but yeah, we're going to try it. And even right here, if I could get this out, that'd be amazing. But yeah, we're going to use the spray 9 as I mentioned with my liquid vacuum, and also this too, just kind of scrub it in and we'll see what happens. So we vacuumed the seats. They don't look the best, but I tried my best. They look better in person, but they still look pretty good. Decently clean. They look worse on camera than they actually are, trust me. And then this is all shit we got up. Look at that. That's disgusting. But honestly, this car flip was going too well. You know, something bad had to happen, right? I'm actually retarded, bro. And I damaged the rental too, bro. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna kill myself right now. Holy shit, I'm lucky it's just plastic. Oh my god, I just popped it out. So we just gotta do a little bit of, I mean, it was already, wait, no, I hit it on this side, right? No, this side's fine. Okay, so it's just this side. It's just this side, which I already hit before and I scuffed up, so I just need to do some paint correction here. And I'm honestly gonna leave you guys on a fucking cliffhanger. I really appreciate the support you guys have been showing me, especially in the last 2 videos. I know I missed one weekend. I'm trying to post every weekend, but there's a lot of shit going on in my life right now. I'm trying to get things moving, things put in place. Thank you again so much, guys, for watching. And tune in next week. Hopefully I'll have the video ready by then. Anyways, take care, guys. Thank you for the love. Appreciate it.